Hello. Pretty much halfway through now. I think so. It's gonna be hellish when I get to somewhere where I actually have to freaking make an effort again. Oh well. Ah, hello there. Can I help you with something? Ah, don't give me that smooth talk. Where'd your mountain of coins go, huh? Mountain of coins? Oh, how rude of you. I'll have you know I'm an honest, decent, and well-respected trader around these parts. Mountain of coins? Nonsense. Surely you must be mistaken. Look, why are you lying about it? It stinks. I mean, I know staring at all that money and going hee all day is perhaps kind of weird, but is it worth lying about to hide it? Of all the nerve. I've never been so offended in my life. You little scum! Get out of my face! Oh, what was that all about? I bet he's hiding something. Alright, what are you up to? Trying to rile up Riordan over there. There. Trust me, that guy doesn't need our help riling himself up. And you are? I'm Investigator Zecht. I'm conducting an inquiry into do not like that name. Riordan, the owner of the place, on suspicions of smuggling goods. We know all about his black market dealings, but we still lack any proper evidence. I need to find a sales ledger or some such record. Ledger? You think he's talking about that book we picked up during the commotion? What's this? Whoa, it's a secret ledger. Secret sales ledger. There. All of his smuggling deals are recorded in there. This is exactly what we need to arrest him. Where did you find this? I found it in a safe inside his house. He won't be able to talk his way out of this. It's time to conduct a full investigation. Ah, it's you again. Thanks to your ledger, we finally managed to take him into custody. Riordan tried to escape out the back, but I had my deputies keep him watch at all the exits. Finally gave himself up not long afterward. None of it would have been possible without the secret ledger you guys found. Thanks again. Solid Spartan, eh? Speaking of Spartan, I actually want to play Dad a Boy. Make the mistake of watching some of it. Of course, I never played any others in the series, so I'd have to play through the whole freaking lot. At least the main ones anyway. And that would take a while. Welcome, welcome. We got some rare fruit in today. Go ahead, try one. It's the least I could do for our heroes here. Bright rain. The bright rain is going to start soon, the boy says, pointing out to sea. The bright rain? Kaim asks him. Happens every night, way out there, he says with a carefree smile. So pretty. Bright rain, huh? Yeah, I want you to watch it with me tonight. It's really pretty. The boy has never once left the island in the 10 years since his birth. The island is small and poor, and the only ways to make a living there are fishing from dugout boats and gathering forest fruits. One monotonous day follows another. The island is waking at dawn and sleeping beneath the star-filled sky. The boy does not yet realize that this is the greatest happiness of all. The boy begins speaking to Kaim, who turns to look in his direction. Hunkered down on the beach in the moonlight, the boy in profile glows like a chocolate sculpture. Over there, where the bright rain falls, is a great big island, right? I know all about it. The island is way bigger than this one, and way more stuff goes on there. And it's just full of shiny things and pretty things, and food that's way better than I can even imagine, right? Don't worry, I know all about it. Kaim says nothing, but gives the boy a pained smile. On the horizon lies a big island indeed, a vast continent. Kaim was there until 4 days ago. Then, rocked in the hold of a freighter for 3 days and nights, he crossed the sea to this island. I know about it, but I've never seen it, the boy says, his voice dropping. He hangs his head, diverting the moonlight from his face. His chocolate skin melts into the darkness. Would you like to go there? Kaim asks. Sure I would, the boy replies without hesitation. All kids here want to. Everybody leaves the island, I suppose. Sure they do. Boys and girls both. As soon as they're old enough to work, they go to the other country. Me too, in another 5 years. I'll be ready in 3 years. Then I'll take the boat that you came here on and go to the other country and work hard and eat tons of yummy things. The boy raises his face again. Locked on the ocean, his eyes are shining. Their eyes full of hopes and dreams. He knows nothing of the other country. He can never know a thing about it as long as he stays here. Not one of the young people who crossed the sea, their eyes shining like the boys with hopes and dreams, ever came back. Of course not, the boy would say. The other country is so much more fun. There's no point in coming back. The boy believes in the happiness awaiting him in the other country, about which he knows nothing. Only when they leave the island do the brown-skinned people here learn that their skin is a different colour from that of the people in the other country, that the language of the island is of no use in the other country, that the people of the other country look on the islanders with cold eyes, that the only way for them to meet people with the same brown skin, the same language, and the same birthplace is to head for the island people's ghetto in town. The first words the boy was certain to learn in the other country's language would be the ones the people of the other country use for people like him, the legal alien. By the time he learned it, he would be tumbling down the hill into the ghetto. The boy gallops away from the beach and returns a few minutes later with an overflowing armload of fruit. He says they grow where the wind from the ocean meets the wind from the mountains. They're at the best on nights when the moon is full. There. They're at the best on nights when the moon is full. Go ahead, have a taste. He wipes a piece wipes a piece of fruit against his worn-out shirt and hands it to Kaim. What do you call this? Kaim asks. You're going to laugh. They pinned such a fancy name on it. Grain of Happiness. It's a nice name. Kaim bites into the grain of happiness. It is shaped like an apple from the other country, but it is some 2 sizes smaller and just that much more packed with juicy sweetness. This is great, Kaim says. You really like it? I'm glad, the boy says with a smile, but he is soon hanging his head again and sighing. I like them a lot too, the boy says. But I bet the other country has all kinds of stuff that's way better than this, right? Kaim does not answer him, but takes another bite of a grain of happiness. The boy is right. There are lots of food in the other country far more delicious than these grains of happiness. Or more precisely, there were. Now, however, the other country has been transformed into a battlefield. The war started 6 months ago. That was when the boy began seeing the bright rain every night. The prosperity of the other country is extreme. The most glittering happiness is available there to anyone with enough money, and money is available there without restriction to anyone with enough power. Might makes right. Wealth is goodness. Those who are neither mighty nor wealthy obtain right and goodness by finding others who are both weaker and poorer than themselves and ridiculing, despising, and persecuting them. The island people, whose language and skin colour are different from those in the other country, are seen as the other country's shadow. This is not a shadow, however, that forms because there is light. The very existence of the shadow is what makes the light all the brighter. This is the only way that the inhabitants of the other country know how to think about things. Eventually, however, strength reaches a saturation point. Wealth that has run its course begins to stagnate, and expansion is the only course left open. Desires can only be fulfilled through a continual bloating. In order for the country to remain strong, and for the wealthy to stay wealthy, the leaders of the other country made war on the neighbouring country. Any minute now, the boy says, looking out to sea again with a carefree laugh. The bright rain is going to fall way out over the sea. The war was supposed to have ended quickly. Everyone in the other country believed that, with overwhelming wealth and strength, it would be easy for them to bring the neighbouring country to its knees. Blech. To be sure, at first the war went according to plan. The occupied areas grew each day, and the entire populace of the other country became drunk with victory. One after another, however, the surrounding countries took the side of the neighbouring country, which was only natural. For if the neighbouring country fell, they themselves might be the other country's next target. The other country's entire diplomatic strategy failed, which was only natural, for no country on earth will make friends with a country that only knows how to flaunt its wealth and power. An allied force was organised around the neighbouring country. Together, the surrounding countries sought to encircle and seal off the other country. From that point on, the war entered a stalemate. Limited battle zones saw troops advancing and retreating again and again, in the course of which the other country's wealth and power was consumed little by little. Disgust for war began to spread among the populace, and to obliterate that mood, the military circulated false propaganda. The military situation is developing in our favour. Our army has again crushed the enemy's troops. The truth was that the occupied territories were being recaptured one after another, and the Allied forces now were crossing the border to stroke inside the other country's territory. In response to a foolhardy attack by the enemy, our resolute fighting men launched a counterattack, annihilating their forces. The day for our victory song is upon us. Stopping the war was out of the question. Admitting defeat was out of the question. The people had believed that wealth and power would enable them to rule everything, but now they knew the terror of having lost both. The Allied forces were joined by a powerful supporter, A mighty empire that wielded authority over the northern part of the continent joined the battle as if to say, "Let us finish the job for you," crushing the other country once and for all. But the powerful empire was not satisfied just to destroy one upstart nation. It turned its overwhelming military might upon the Allied forces, as it had so many times in its history. It seized the opportunity of its clash with the surrounding countries in order to further expand its own power. Having lost its leaders and been turned into a wasteland as far as the eye could see, the other country now became the new battlefield. Outnumbered, the Allied army hired mercenaries from another continent. Kaim was one of those. For many days he participated in a losing battle in which there was no way to tell which side was fighting for the right. After seeing his mercenary unit wiped out, Kaim headed for the harbour. The Boys' Island has maintained a position of neutrality in the war. It is simply too small to do otherwise. It lacks the war-making capacity to participate in battle, and it possesses no wealth to attract the attention of the countries engaged in the fighting. But Kaim knows what will happen. When the battle lines expand, this island will become valuable as a military foothold. One side or the other will occupy the island, and it will do one of two things. It will construct a base, or it will reduce the entire island to ashes, thus preventing the enemy from using it as a military foothold. Nor is this a matter of the distant future. At the latest, it will happen a few weeks from now, and perhaps as soon as 2 or 3 days. Kaim has come to the island to convey this message, to tell the people that as many of them as possible should board tomorrow morning's regular ferry to the nearby island. He wants them to start by sending away the children. He hopes never again to witness the spectacle of young lives being crushed like so many bugs. "Oh look, there it goes!" the boy cries out happily, pointing toward the horizon. "The bright rain!" Far out to sea, a white glow suffuses the night sky. The powerful empire has begun its night bombing. The boy has no idea what the bright rain really is. He can watch with sparkling eyes and murmur, "It's so pretty, so pretty." To be sure, viewed from afar, the bright rain is genuinely beautiful, like a million shooting stars crossing the sky all at once, but only when viewed from afar. A dull thud resounds from the sky. Another dull thud, and another, and another. "Thunder! Oh no! If it rains, we can't go out fishing tomorrow," the boy says with a smile and a shrug. He's such a friendly little fellow, thinks Kaim. The boy had seen him on the shore and spoken to him without hesitation. "Are you a traveller?" he had asked, and went on speaking to him like an old friend. Kaim wants children like this to be the first aboard tomorrow's ferry. "I'm going home now," says the boy. "What are you going to do?" "Oh, well, guess I'll take a nap under a tree." "You can sleep in our barn. Why don't you spend the night there?" "Thanks," Kaim says. "But I want to watch the ocean a little longer. Tomorrow, though, I'd like you to show me around." "I get it. You want to see the head of the village. I know a shortcut through the woods, right over there." Kaim is hoping to convince the village head to evacuate the island. If they act right away, they can make it. They can save a lot of the islanders. But as the boy stands, sweeping the sand from the sea to his pants, he looks questioningly at the sky. "Funny," he says. "Sounds kind of different from thunder." The dull thuds keep coming without break. Little by little, they draw closer. Kaim jerks his head up and yells at the boy, "The woods! Run to the woods! What? Hurry!" His voice is drowned out by the deafening roar of machine guns. The bright rain has started. The island has been made a target far sooner than Kaim had imagined. "Hurry!" Kaim yells, grabbing the boy's hand. He wants the boy's only hope. "Hey, wait a minute!" the boy shouts, shaking free of Kaim's grip and looking up at the sky. "It's the bright rain. It's falling here now too. Wow, wow!" Albert dancing for joy, the boy gallops down the beach until he is bathed from head to toe in the bright rain. A single night bombing is all it takes to reduce the island to ashes. Never realizing the value of the happiness they possessed, never even knowing that such happiness has been snatched away from them in one night's passing, the people who filled the island with their lives until evening were gone in the morning, all dead except one, the immortal kaim. On the beach at dawn, the only sound is that of the waves. Again today, no doubt, urban warfare will decimate the city streets, and tonight, the bright rain will pour down on the town again. The boy who called the brain beautiful will never again open his eyes wide with wonder. Kaim lays the boy's corpse in a small dugout canoe to survive the flames. He places a ripe grain of happiness on the boy's chest and folds his arms over it, hoping that it will slake his thirst on the long road to heaven. He sets the dugout in the water and nudges it towards the open sea. Caught by the receding tide, rocked by the waves, the boat glides far out from the shore. Such a friendly little fellow. The boy smiles even in death. Perhaps it is the one gift the gods were able to bestow on him. The boy is setting out on a journey. May it never take him to that other country Kaim begs, or any country for that matter. Kaim knows there is no place forever free of that bright rain. Because he knows this, he sheds tears for the boy. The rain falls in his heart, cold, sad, silent rain. Emptied of bombs, the sky is maddeningly blue, wide, and beautiful. The end. Ugh. Pixie flower. Mm-hmm. I'm sure I'm missing an absolute ton of stuff. We're not talking to everyone. With the doll, eh? Right. Onward. I'm still at a point where nothing can kill me for the rest of this disc.
Let's take him out. Let's get out of here.
Like, people pick the worst goddamn moments.
Oh no! Look out!
Let's get out of here.
Some places looking very...
Let's get out of here.
I mean, I figured that would happen, but
Out of my way. Let's get out of here.
Surfing Wasteland.
Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna have to move everything around, aren't I? Yeah, okay.
Whoa, what's that? A monster?
No, just a bird. Those are pretty rare because they only live in the cold. They can even swim in the most frigid of waters. Birds can swim? I think I read about that in a book once. Those birds can't fly, but they're excellent swimmers. Well, they sure are strange to look at. Best. Nothing over here? Nope. Okay. Okay. Obviously can't go by you normally. Pain in the butt. Nothing else over here, right? Just lay down, yeah. Right. Sure. really go see what the trouble is now, but I can go a bit further. Move these things around anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Let's get out of here.
There. I'll go check on the next save point. Where that may be.
Wow. Look, it moved. Knock it off. Of course it's not moving.
Out of my way.
None, eh? Oh, wait, that's okay. What is it to new? Oh, wait, it's dead already. Doesn't really matter.
Level heads win battles.
It should be right where it needs to be. Protection from fees. You're still working on fire. You don't really need that anymore. We're not dealing with it anymore. Cook smells. What are those things again? Ding ding ding. It's Canyon North. I don't like the look of you people. Get out of here before you get hurt. Who the hell are you? We don't allow outsiders into this town. Yeah. I was very devastated.
Citizens of Ghotza, do not be afraid. Our overwhelming military strength means we have nothing to fear. Even if Numara or Ura should bring their magic energy to bear on us, be proud that you were born a citizen of Ghotza.
Sounds like everyone's eager for war. I swear, kings and rulers are all the same.
King Ghotza is one creepy guy.
Someone up, Kaim?
No.
I'm sure things are getting tense between Ghotza and Ura right now. Too, it's likely all part of Gongara's plan. We must go quickly and see the king.
To be in the location right there. Ah, there's sleep immunity.
This one's weird. There's a save points here, which seems to suggest that this is an advancement, but... There's just something so weird about this friggin' place.
Okay.
History of the Kingdom of Ghotza. The Kingdom of Ghotza was once just a handful of loosely knit settlements bound together to fight the monsters, magic, and brutal living conditions they faced on the open plains. Those towns each elected leaders to better defend themselves. Eventually, these leaders became the de facto rulers of the settlements, and the most talented held control over larger territory. This led to many small kingdoms across the land, each led by their king. The first king of Ghotza was, at first, just one such local leader. Thanks to his deft skills of governance, he gathered several smaller nations together to form a foundation for the kingdom of Ghotza, vastly expanding the power of the newfound country in the process. This kingdom's early years were marked by constant battle with competing nations nearby, particularly the Kents, an aggressive race that valued military might. However, ignoring this new political reality, the Kents gradually faded in the face of Ghotza's newfound might. After expanding to cover nearly the entire continent, Ghotza found a powerful new enemy across the sea. Ura has a long and full history, as warlike as the Kents, but more advanced and enlightened. They had their eyes set on Ghotsan territory, and Ghotza was ready to defend it. For ages the vast ocean and the grueling voyage precluded any large conflict. Then, 30 years ago, a rise in magic energy brought about the advent of the magic industrial revolution. Its magical bounty made Ghotza the most powerful kingdom in the world. Urha was not ignorant of the importance of magic energy, but at the time it was preoccupied with ongoing internal strife, including the sudden abdication of its king. This, along with the rumored suppression of magic research by some Uran sorcerers, put the nation far behind Ghotza. Meanwhile, our kingdom's citizens all worked as one to advance the revolution. The result is the great magical realm we see today. Ura is advancing its magic research, but they are still no threat to Ghotza. The glory of Ghotza's magic industrial nation will shine through the ages. Good old propaganda. Gonna have to come back here, probably be running, so... I really wish I'd started earlier.
Excuse me. You must have valid citizen IDs to enter.
What? You mean we can't even come up on the platform? I want to talk to the manager.
No. Foreign nationals may not enter the station. Your identity card is your ticket.
Well, you heard the man.
Well, that's that. We're not getting in.
I should go and see what they wanted me for.
Yeah, we can do something.
I need to take care of the
No,
Gora.
let's vote first. I count as 2 points because I could die. I'm the human. You guys are immortal. So everyone who wants to back up. What is that? I think that's mine.
You don't suppose that was...
I do. I have to leave you all for a while. There's some business I have to attend to.
But business? Need a partner?
I'm
'Cause
coming
I'm
with you.
available.
I can handle this myself.
It concerns me too.
All right.
Excuse us. Please, go on ahead without us.
What was that all about?
Well, you know, they just got together after a long separation. Unlike you, most women don't kick people. They like to be together and share warmth and company and caress one another.
Chauvinistic
And I...
ass.
Ow! See? Proved my point.
Kaim's whole demeanor changed when he saw that coin.
Maybe he collects them.
It appears like it flies or something. Neato! Whoa! I have never seen. Hey! Can we go look at that?
What? I don't know. What is it?
It's the royal carriage. We don't have anything like that in Numara.
Can we? We won't leave the town, please.
That seems dangerous to me.
Yeah, you're the dangerous one. I think it's safe enough, kids. Yeah, you know, I wanted to hop on it too the first time I saw it. Yeah, don't push any buttons, because I did that once.
And don't leave the town.
We won't, don't worry. Come back.
It is the first time they've been on these streets. Man, you know, they could get into trouble. I don't know if that... Maybe I should go... Wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm worried about a couple of kids. Something's wrong with me.
They split the party. Bunch of morons.
Halt! Identify yourselves. Show your citizen IDs.
You know, this wasn't on the brochure. I'm not taking a cruise anymore. You know, they always never tell you the fine print stuff.
This is Queen Ming of Numara.
What? Numara?
She's a queen, you know? Off with your heads. Ring a bell, huh?
And, I wasn't notified about this. If you're the Queen of Numara, why are you coming to our country so informally? These people don't look like much of an escort.
Huh?
It's okay, it's fine.
Yeah, we're traveling incognito. Yeah, that's undercover. Yeah, hush, hush. Odd things have been happening in Numara. You know, people losing their clothes and stuff. Her Majesty felt it was her duty to come outside and do some research. You know, so be a pal. Try and help us out, you know, with this. Are you a spy, by the way?
Regulations are regulations, and there's no proof she's the Queen of Numara.
Ooh, proof. Yeah.
Proof I can furnish. Even a foot soldier such as yourself should recognize the crest of the Royal House of Numara. The glowing pendant on the Queen's chest.
Hey, 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 hey! What
Whoa,
are you
whoa,
doing?
hey! You can't do that! You're a queen!
Yeah, I agree with you finally. Yeah, there's got to be a better way. Whoa, that's a very
It
good
can't
way
be.
of wow. You know, you think you know someone. Nice surprise.
My sincerest apologies, Your Highness. You are without a doubt the Queen of Numara. You are most welcome to enter.
Thank you, officer. Well, that was a daring thing to do. It was for everyone's sake.
Yeah, that was good.
Yep. Correct choice. Alice is up ahead. You will find the king inside. Can I, like, enter? No? Open door? And you would be Her Majesty the Queen of Numara, yes. I have heard about your arrival. Please, go ahead. I don't care if this guy's a king or whatever, but why did they have to make this place so damn big? Be quiet. This looks like the place. Please, right this way. Presenting Her Majesty the Queen of Numara.
What's this? How are we supposed to see the king?
Yeah, you know, we're not even sure if he's up there or not. I mean, looks like a maid.
Your Majesty is most kind to receive me on short notice. I am Ming, Queen of Numara. I have a most urgent favor to request.
You must have gone to considerable trouble to visit me, Queen Ming. It was my understanding, however, that your country preferred to remain isolated from its neighbors. I find it curious that you are here unannounced, with no fanfare, and accompanied by persons of uncertain character.
You have every reason to be wary, Your Majesty. It was necessary, however, for me to use such unorthodox methods. I beg your patience and ask that you hear my request.
Certainly, my dear Queen. However, I must verify that you are who you claim to be. I am aware that you demonstrated at the castle gates that you bear the glowing birthmarks of the royal house of Numara. However, in these times when magic energy is everywhere around us, it would be a simple matter to have such marks artificially added.
What are you implying, Your Majesty? You doubt her word?
Something smells fishy here, and it's not me.
Very well. In the interest of diplomacy, I shall once again demonstrate the sigil of my rank.
Your cooperation is appreciated. However, I will need a bit more proof.
Understood.
I have heard that the Queen of Numara is a capable sorcerer. If that is true, you should be able to reach me by breaching these barriers, yes?
Wait a minute, let me get in front. I'll guard you.
It's all right, Jensen. Your Majesty, I will now approach the throne.
Excellent.
Well, this isn't working.
He's toying with her. Your Majesty, there is no time for such sport. We don't have much time.
Hey, what's happening? There are no more barriers. Did it break? Somebody, do something about this quick!
What is his problem?
The barriers were emanating from the throne.
Even if you are the King of Ghotza, how dare you behave in such a manner?
Please stay back! I had nothing to do with it! Nothing!
You're not the king. No, not the king at all.
Down to the bottom and the bloody one with the chairs in the room. But first I'm going to have to go take care of whatever I was asked about. So as long as this thing is still correct, I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna have to go now.